MichaelOher has always survived on instinct, using a front porch for a mattress, begging neighbors for takeout, even breaking out of foster homes, doing whatever it took for the following sunrise. Growing up in North Memphis, Oher was one of 13 kids. With his father murdered and his mother facing a drug addiction, he was forced to fend for himself by the age of 7.
He had a very rough, hard upbringing with no parental supervision. He had no one.
I've never really had a father figure in my life. We were basically always by ourselves, growing up, and I took care of myself most of the time.
What was it about Michael that made you want to stop the car and go and get him?
He was a child that had a need, and it needed to be filled. When you take a kid like that and you give him hope and opportunity and love, it changes a life.
You don't have to, do something great, do something little, but whatever you do, do it well.
I just remember thinking, that's the biggest person I've ever seen in my entire life, first, and then second, what is he doing, at my school? I would have never thought when I first met him that this is who he would turn out to be.
Michael could have been headed for a life on the streets, consumed by drugs and gangs, living in an aptly named housing project, Hurt Village.
You had robberies, murders, burglaries.
It was easy for me to say, I'm going to hang out with these guys and, do drugs and not go to school, but I decided I didn't want to do it. I wanted to, be something in life. I would have dreams all the time about me playing in the NFL. Every day I woke up, I said to myself, I'm going to work hard this day to get to that next level.
He thinks I birthed him. It's gotten to the point where I think I birthed him. He takes great offense if people don't think that he's, a part of the family.
He was Michael and I was Collins, and we went about our everyday life, and he was my brother, and that was that. I mean, I cannot imagine life without Michael.
Sean Jr. and Collins, they act like I was a part of the family, so they welcomed me with, open arms.
I remember I came home one day from practice, and he's sitting in the living room, and I walked, hey Dad, there's a huge black guy on the couch. I don't know if you realize that.
Michael and Leanne began to form an unlikely bond. She, a petite, no-nonsense Southern belle, he, a withdrawn, gentle giant.
Finally, I said, why don't you just stay? And he said, that's what I'd like to do.
And what were you thinking was going to happen, that you were just going to help this kid out?
I just think Michael needed somebody, and it was so evident that there was nobody in his life, and it just broke my heart. And very quickly, I just fell in love with him. One person can change one life, and it can have a riveting effect on this country.